We've just arrived in a city called David in the far west of Panama. We've checked in here at Hotel Toledo. We're just here a night to break up the journey because it's quite away from Panama City.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't think there's a lot to see and do here, other than this, of course. We're doing the second leg of our journey this morning, which takes us to a place called Cerro Punta. It's actually not far from the border with Costa Rica. The bus isn't sounding too healthy as it's struggling up these hills. This is our stop, and I'll have to say that was a really easy journey this morning. Our bus has dropped us almost right outside our hotel. We'll be staying here at Los Quetzales Lodge and Spa for the next 6 nights. It's a beautiful area, supposed to be really good for hiking. Looks like a nice hotel too. Has that distinctive feel about it of somewhere in the mountains.
Bienvenidos. Gracias.
Well, this will do very nicely. One thing we noticed straight away is that there's just loads of hummingbirds around. We do have these feeders, obviously, to attract them. Because we arrived here a bit earlier than we expected, we've got the whole afternoon, so we thought we'd have a little explore. Just going to see where this road takes us. There's a lot of people out in the fields this afternoon. They're growing parsley in this one. It certainly is a very beautiful area, full of vegetable farms. Quite high up here as well, over 2,000 meters, so it's much cooler than Panama City. It's around 23 degrees at the moment, so very pleasant. Just been thinking what an amazing view this house has, so I'll show you. You also realise we've come to the end of the road here, quite literally. Look at that view, it's amazing, isn't it? As we head back, I should mention how strongly it smells of onions here. See, many of these fields have onions in and they're almost ready for picking.
Cheers.
Salud.
Here's to some really good Chilean wine. Totally delicious, and I can't wait to go to Chile now. We just ordered pizzas, and I'm sitting here feeling quite cold in my coat because it must be like 20 degrees now.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
I'm not used to it.
Perfecto, gracias.
¿Este está bien?
Sí.
Tiene los jalapeños.
How happy are you?
Super happy, super feliz.
We're heading into the forest for a walk this morning, and actually it's that forest you can see right ahead of us. I'm just passing through the outskirts of Guadalupe, which is a small village we're staying in. This forest is quite a large reserve that stretches almost to the north coast of Panama and across the border to Costa Rica. The path crosses this river, and whilst it's not really very deep, it definitely would mean getting our shoes wet. So we're just going to see if we can cross a bit further upstream. Well, we couldn't find anywhere good to cross upstream, so we've resorted to option B, as you can see.
It's cold. Bloody hell, it's cold.
So we've come another, I don't know, 20 minutes or so through the forest, just following a small track, and we have to take our shoes off again. Again, it's not very deep, but just deep enough to get your shoes wet. It's just started raining a little bit, but it's not very heavy, especially under the tree cover. I think we'll be alright putting our shoes on this time. This is a really cool forest. It feels properly old. So much variety of plant species. Lots of fungus as well.
It's not an easy walk, is it, this one? My goodness me.
It's an awful lot of river crossings. Oh, I think we might be defeated by this one. Maybe we trace our steps, see if there's a better path. Well, we have both managed to get one shoe wet, despite having taken them off so many times. If we'd realised what the path was going to be like, we could have borrowed some wellies from the hotel. Never mind. Nevertheless, it is a really cool walk. I'm really enjoying it. We ran out of trails to follow, so we're just heading back. It's been a decent walk though. I'm quite looking forward to a hot shower now, seeing if we can dry out a bit. We're going for a hike again today. It's just such a beautiful part of the country. Of course, we love hiking anyway. We're heading out of the village in a different direction, so away from the forest. Actually making for that ridge in the distance. Over the other side of the ridge is a town called Boquete, and it's supposed to be a really lovely hike. The walk is named after the elusive quetzal bird. We've now done dozens of walks along routes where you're supposed to be able to spot the quetzal, and we haven't yet, so our hopes are not high. The paved road has just turned into this track. There's still a few fields either side of us. We've been going about an hour and a half now, and the route's been steadily uphill the whole way. So we've reached the start of the walk. When I read up about it online, it said it was mainly downhill and about 5 miles long. Of course, I didn't bank for the 5-mile uphill bit to the start of the walk. And obviously, I could tell there was a bit of a walk, but the road isn't on Google, so I couldn't really tell how far it was. Anyway, as Ben knows, I'm really just making excuses. I wanted to do the walk anyway, regardless of how far it was and how tired we'd be. It certainly is mainly downhill on this side, though. The start of the walk must have been at the top of the ridge, and it looks a bit steeper down this side of the mountain. I think Ben's vertigo is starting to kick in. The trees are shielding most of the view across the valley. Well, we think we might have just heard a quetzal, but we definitely couldn't see it. We're not really experts anyway, so who knows? Oh, we've lost a lot of altitude now, and the forest around us is starting to change. I'm getting close to the valley floor here.
Reached the end. The walk.
That may be the end of the walk, but we're a long way from Boquete still. And I can't quite believe there's more hills. I thought we'd done with that at the beginning of the walk. Well, I'm really starting to get tired now. I think we both are. We've been walking about 5 hours, I think. We've come over 10 miles. Also, we're just coming to the start of the paved road on the Bocchetti side. Maybe this is the official end of the walk. There should be a hotel just a few miles down this road. I'm hoping we can get a taxi from there. And as luck would have it, this road's on a bus route. And this bus goes into Bocchetti, which is perfect for us. From Bocchetti we had to take a taxi because it's so much further back by road. No buses that do this route. So glad that bus came along when it did. We ended up walking 12 miles with almost 1,000 metres of up. Both absolutely shattered now.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you to be back?
Probably 11.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think we need these tonight.
Having a more chilled day today. We've just come around the corner to Finca Dracula. A little visit. We're supposed to have some very nice gardens here and a collection of orchids. Oh, this is pretty. I hope you like orchids. Might have got a little carried away with taking pictures of them. I find them quite fascinating, just such unusual shapes and colours. That's not an orchid. It's pretty though. This is the Dracula orchid where the farm gets its name from. I was wondering, to be honest. That's it for the orchids. We're going to have a little wander around the rest of the grounds now. There's a little trail you can follow up to the viewpoint, also called a Quetzal Trail. Unsurprisingly, we didn't see any quetzals on the way up, but it is a nice view. I'm just really surprised that they grow vegetables on hillsides that are this steep. I'm going to head back now. I think we've seen all there is to see here.
It's our last night tonight up here in the mountains. You ready to head away?
I am. Next stop, Panama City, and then Bolivia.
Yeah, exciting.